What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Colin T. McCarthy,
That's right.
and I'm from Pueblo, Colorado.
Nice, man. So when did you start writing? Well, first of all, you're from Pueblo. Where have you been living?
So originally from Pueblo, went to school in Boulder, CU, and then I moved right to New York. And I was in New York City and Manhattan for
High school, elementary school, mid school, all in Pueblo.
all in Pueblo, and then out of high school to Boulder, and then to New York City, where I was for 12 years, and then from there here to LA about 7 years ago.
Nice. When did you start writing and why?
I started writing, it's close to between 3 and 4 years ago. I started because I wanted a different way to get around this city. And with weather the way it is in LA, it seemed like an easy decision at the time.
Well, it is still, right?
True, but I guess I was naive in thinking that you decide you want to ride a motorcycle, you take a 2-day class, you buy a motorcycle, and then you just go. But it takes a little bit more than that.
So you would say there's a learning curve.
There is most certainly a learning curve. Worth it, but not always easy.
What bikes have you ridden?
My first bike was a Dyna, 2016 Fat Bob.
Kind of converted, right, to what
Yeah.
you would see
And
as
it wasn't, it was a street bob. It was a street bob. Converted, I mean, I think most elements were technically club style, matte black all the way across, loved it. It did, however, have floorboards, which gave me the nickname Floorboards Colin.
Yes.
Loved that bike. Thunder headers.
110 engine.
Yeah, it was a monster. And for a very first motorcycle, I have never been one for entry level anything. However, yeah, it took a little getting used to.
So you could say also that bike gave you a lot of chances of testing other bikes?
It did. Yeah, it did. Because it was in the shop constantly. And it was always a mystery what was wrong with it.
Since the moment I met you, it's been that bike was more time on the shop than actually you riding it.
Yeah, I was riding more. I rode loaners from the dealership more than I rode the bike that I purchased.
That's great.
But then graduated into a 2019 Fat Bob that we did a bunch of work to. It was a 114. It was a beautiful bike. Then, however, came the GSA BMW, which is it's superior in every way. I do miss having a Harley, but as far as comparing the two bikes, there really is no comparison.
Nice. So how do you meet Los Pepes? How do you landed into the Los Pepes world?
Sure. So at the only official class motorcycle riding I've ever done was that entry-level safety course that they offer through the dealership. At that safety course was a mutual friend and Los Pepes member, Nate, who I got to know, who's the only other guy that I really talked to over those couple of days. He already had a bike. He invited me to ride with him a couple of times. Schedules didn't line up, all that kind of stuff, until he eventually invited me to a ride with Los Pepes, and the rest is history.
You showed up. There was a photo shoot going on, flowing your hair in the wind.
It was a very involved photo shoot, and to meet everybody the first time in that setting, I was a little taken aback at first.
I think you tricked a lot of people. I don't think people noticed that it was just like basically your first longer ride ever.
It was the first time I'd ever gone more than let's say 30 minutes away from my house.
Yeah. You tricked a lot of people that day.
Mm-hmm.
And then since then that's fine. Since then you became partner into the clothing.
I did. Then you and I met. We got talking about opportunities, holes in markets, past experience, present focuses, all of those things, and decided that we wanted to make the partnership more official. And from there, utilized resources and a retail store that I already had to start developing what is present day the Los Pepes brand.
Where are we sitting right now?
As far as the brand?
Where are we sitting Where are you seated right now? Physically.
Currently, I am sitting in, to be honest, day one of the very first Los Pepes clubhouse. It may evolve into other names and other things, but that clubhouse is located within my retail store, which is called Al's General Store, formerly Rogue Collective, and we are redeveloping the concept, refocusing it.
Nice.
Down in the Arts District, downtown LA.
So that leads immediately to what do you do and
Sure.
where do you see yourself doing in the future?
So currently I own a retail concept in downtown LA's Arts District called Al's Bar, was called Rogue Collective. We're, again, reinvesting, doubling down, kind of evolving it into the next phase, and that'll be called Al's General Store. I design, develop, create clothing and have, again, that retail store. We work with about 50 different brands within the space, a lot of them made here in LA because the production opportunities are so incredible down here, but it doesn't necessarily have to be made in LA. There's brands from all over the world.
Now that you've been writing for about almost 4 years,
Yeah.
which one is the best ride of your life?
It's fresh in mind, but any and all portions of the 2-week ride we did from Los Angeles to Colorado and back, within that ride were 14 different day rides that were mind-blowing. I mean, I'd have to say, though, Schaefer's Trail, Moab, Utah, was where it all changed.
Yeah, Rio just said the same one.
Yeah.
I guess that one it would have been nice to be riding with you guys, but I was taking pictures.
Yeah. But at least we can remember it forever.
Exactly. We have proof that you guys did it. If you could pick a motorcycle, no matter how much it is, which one would it be? You have no limit of money. Although, let me clarify this: your financials stay the same. So you buy that motorcycle and then you have to fix it with your current finance.
It's boring, but if my life stays the same, I'm on the exact same fucking bike I ride now, which is the GSA 1250. It is the most versatile. I mean, listen, just days ago, we took it on a very aggressive off-road trail with boulders and rivers and a bunch of crazy shit, and then jumped on the interstate, rode 500 miles in cruise control at 80 miles an hour, carrying all of our stuff.
For 14 days, yeah.
It's really hard to beat that. I think the only real answer to the question of which bike is multiple.
Is the 2021 burning you a little bit anywhere? Meaning
I wish it were burning me a little bit somewhere. Yeah, I wish that heated seat was burning my ass while I rode. That's for sure.
So maybe you would upgrade to that one if money was no object?
Of course. Yeah. Of course. But you know, I do build a lot of sentimental value with the things that I have, and especially things like that bike that I have had, the experiences already that I've had with it. So, to be honest, if somebody handed me the keys to either one, there's 8,000 miles on that one. It's not far away from new. It has all of the Los Pepes decals. It has the memories that I have.
Scratches.
I don't know. It would be a hard decision because I don't have any issues with that bike.
Right. Yeah, same.
Would I take some of the new components like the heated seat and throw it on mine if it fit? For sure.
Nice. Is there anything else that you want the viewers to know about Colin T. McCarthy?
No.
What's your account? How can they find you?
So my Instagram account is at Colin T. McC. That's COLIN T MCC.
You can come see him in Al's General Store anytime in Arts District.
Downtown LA in the Arts District. Yeah, hopefully we'll continue to have some exciting things to show you if you come down.
Nice. Say bye, bro.
How'd I do?
Nice, bro.